It's been on my mind lately. 2 days ago, I finally watched Joker. And so I've been watching all of these analysis, online synopsises, and people talking about big controversy that was happening when the Joker came out. I figured that the movie was going to be entertaining, but I didn't know it was going to be as good as it was. I don't know, something about the trailer just made it seem like it was trying to be something that it's not. I'm so glad that it wasn't. Like, it was an actual, like, really good movie. Like, they really put a lot of thought into it, and they really made a really great story, very character-driven, story-driven film. I think you guys know how I feel about like the mainstream media and all this stuff. I would like to know what you guys think if you did actually get to see Joker, and what your opinions are based off of what the media said that the movie was gonna be like. There is gonna be mass you-know-whats. You can't say certain things on YouTube anymore. And there was gonna be a lot of violence and stuff when this movie came out. None of that stuff happened. The movie, I feel like, definitely held a mirror up to our society, and definitely held a mirror up to classism and the elites and these so-called people that think that they are arbiters of morality, as I like to call them. Like, it just was great. And Joaquin Phoenix, wonderful actor. We already knew this, you know, from Gladiator. I remember when I saw Gladiator when I was a kid, I hated him so much. I thought he was just so freaking evil. He was so like, ugh. I hated him so much. And that just goes to show how good of an actor that he is, you know? He was so good in The Master. Acting in The Master was so good. I think I talked about this on my channel before, because I watched this movie when I was in Barbados. It took me 2 or 3 times to finish watching The Master, because the movie just got into my head so hard. I was just like, oh no, I can't have this movie. Like, it got into my head, and it started making me like, I don't know, it was weird. If you watch the movie, like, you'll know what I'm talking about. But, well, this is crazy. There's this white truck that pulled up right here, and it's like bouncing the light off into my face. Oh no, it's gone. That was nice. Joker is just like on my mind right now. That's some good filmmaking right there. I'm always complaining about how, like, most movies are so bad these days, and that's true. Like, there's a part of it that's me being picky, but there's so many movies these days are bad. I hate to say this, but there's like so much bad acting. Dang, this sounds so bad, but I know that I'm right. Like, I know that I'm right. I watch so many movies. I've seen so many movies. I've been watching movies like profusely since I was 14. And I know everyone watches movies, right? But I mean, like, I have been watching movies, like, and I mean all kinds of movies, like obscure, foreign, crazy, random, indie, super low budget films since I was like 14 years old. There were some years where we didn't have cable. I know this is some first world problem type shit, but when you're in high school, it can be a little bit difficult. I don't think I had YouTube on my phone in high school. I don't think I got that on my phone until like college or something. Anyway, there certainly was no kind of sitting at home on a cell phone watching YouTube videos. How I would watch TV is that I would go to the library. I just started renting everything, that TV shows, movies, foreign films. You guys know I love like Korean everything, so I would watch a ton of Korean movies. I watched a ton of Japanese, Chinese films. Some European, not that many. I've seen, as far as foreign films go, I've seen mostly Asian films, some South American, Mexican films, lots and lots of indie films, American indie films. I feel like, especially as someone who wants to be a director, like I feel like I have a good eye for acting, and most stuff that you see today, like the acting is not good. It's like borderline average. The thing is like when you act, you're not supposed to act. You're not supposed to act like a character. A lot of actors these days, especially the top people, they keep putting the same exact people in like this in all the movies. I've actually been wanting to like do some kind of movie reviews for my channel, but have y'all been hearing about the stuff that's going on with YouTube now? All the ways that they're restricting the stuff that you can post, the stuff that you can talk about, stuff you can say. Ridiculous. They're censoring it so much. The thing is though, is like they're doing all this for advertisers. People cuss, people are naked on regular cable television. I literally saw some people having booty, you know what, on cable television in American Horror Story. I don't even think you need cable. Anybody can watch that. And they cuss and you can show butt cheeks, the whole butt. I don't understand. YouTube allowed the media to bully them into submitting to their demands. Anyway, I told y'all it's been a long time. There's a lot of things, messed up stuff going on behind the scenes. In this next chapter of YouTube, you see, because I go through chapters, different styles, elements, branding. So in this new chapter, it's gotta be something different. It's gonna be different but the same. Vlogs, but showing it in a better way, showing it in a cooler way. Back to my rant. Most acting these days is not good. I really, really want to name drop some people. Thing is, it's like, in this industry, it really is all about who you know. I don't want to make no video disparaging anybody, but let me just say, there are certain people that it's just like, why do they keep casting? First of all, they cast this one actor who is beloved by many, and they just cast him in freaking every single role that requires like an older white man to like play it. They just like put him in every single role. Like I said, this business is all about relationships, so it's probably because he's an actually really nice person, really great person to work with, so they keep casting him. But it's just like, yo, give somebody else a try. And then now what they're doing with the industry is they're taking dead people, taking dead actors and casting them in stuff that's coming out today. I don't know if you guys heard what James Dean, who died in like 1960 something, maybe even 1950 something, they casted him in a movie that's coming out. The director was talking about, oh, we were looking around and we casted different people and we felt like James Dean would be the best person. I'm like, what? He's dead. Like, there's so many actors that are like out here, like literally like been working for years. Like they're like working for years, taking this role, that. They get a nice role and they think that that's gonna be the thing, and it's not, and they're back to just like this, and they're working random jobs to like keep themselves afloat, and then they're gonna go and cast someone who's long gone and say that they're the best person for the role. Like I said, it's built, the industry is built off of relationships, which can be good and can be a really bad thing because they don't want to give anyone else a try. Like, it gets to the point of like gatekeeping. Sometimes when opportunities are based on who you know, there can be a bit of gatekeeping. Like, you got to be a part of the club, you got to be a part of the in crowd to basically get a job. Apart from the glitz and the glam and the Hollywood and all that stuff, this is a job. When an actor or myself, someone like myself, when all of it's said and done, we're out of a job basically, and we're on to the next one looking for a next job. And so let's say for an actor it could be particularly hard. Well, all of us, you know, we're just jumping from job to job, but I like it. I don't see myself stopping anytime soon. Like, it really keeps my attention span going. I would get so bored if I work on one thing. Like, a lot of the actors that are getting cast in mainstream movies, their acting is just like, they're acting like, that's the whole thing. They're acting like they're acting. Like, when you're a character, you're supposed to just be like, I feel like everything, like, so many people overact. If you're upset, they're like, ugh, well, who do you think you are? Why are you talking to me like that? Ugh. It's like so much of that, and it's like, I love you, I really love you. And also it's like, yo man, we gotta get this boy. Like, yo, how dare he talk to us like that? Who does he think he is? Like, it's just like, yeah man, come on, we gonna get these mother effers. It's just like, so much acting is bad. Like, yeah, it's just like, so much of it is so bad. I'm trying to think, who can I say is a really great actor? My favorite actress, I would have to say, is Vera Farmiga. She definitely is like a bee. She's a bee. She embodies her characters. And like, also another thing too, it's not all the actors' fault. There is a lot of bad writing that is going on right now too. A lot of mediocre, which I just don't get. It's just like, there's so much really bad like writing going on with a lot of TV shows that are popular, there are TV shows that are really popular, and I'm just like, how? Like, this is so terrible. Like, so many plot holes. The lines that they say are so corny and cliche, and it's just like, it's so bad. Vera Farmiga, I really like her. She really embodies like the people that she plays, and also she makes good selections. Jake Gyllenhaal also, I always say that he makes really good selections for film, and I'm not trying to diss him, but it sounds kind of weird because he seems like he would be like, I don't know, maybe he's more of a hipster than I thought he was, but he seems like he would be like a mainstream kind of like blockbuster star type of guy, but he's done some smaller projects that's like really good. Like, I can't think of the name right now. Like I said, I've seen so many movies that like I don't remember all the names for them, but yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal is really good. A newer actor that's really good is Lakeith Stanfield is his name. I think he's really good. He has a type. I would like to see him in playing a role that's like not so similar to his personality. A lot of stuff that he plays in seems close to his personality, which is like, I don't know, it's kind of weird. Like the kind of like weird hipster, like new age kind of, I don't know. It's weird. Like, I analyze shit probably way too much, but like, yeah, so much bad acting going on these days. All of that to say, and the Joker's mother, she's a great actress. I remember seeing her for the first time that I think on American Horror Story. She was great. Robert De Niro, of course, is always a treat. The thing I like about Robert De Niro is he stays in his lane. He knows what kind of actor he is. I don't think I've ever seen him play a bad part, even in like comedies, like for example Meet the Parents and Meet the You-Know-Whats. I don't want to say because I don't want YouTube to think I'm saying something else. You know, he's himself. When they cast him, they know what kind of performance he's gonna give, and that's a performance suited for the role. And so Joaquin Phoenix is just like, he's so good, so menacing. The movie was so disturbing but so good. Great writing. There were parts that's just like totally unexpected. Zazie Beetz as well. She's good. She's gorgeous. Everything just worked, you know, like it just was so good, and I really want to watch it again on like a big screen, lights off, super dark. That's definitely one of those ones you gotta watch a couple times, and I think it's definitely gonna be a classic movie. It would be interesting to see Batman enter that world, because I think Todd Phillips, I read that he had gotten offers to do superhero movies before, but it was not something that he felt like, he didn't feel like it was him. And it's so crazy because he comes from making all those comedies like The Hangover, Old School, and stuff like that, and now to completely make something as dark as this character-driven film. It's really cool to see that a person can have that much versatility, and also the times shaped the kind of movie that he wanted to make. And the media too, the media was pissing him off because they just kept saying all this stuff about the movie, making the movie into something that it wasn't. I don't know, I'm sorry guys, I know this rant is all over the place. I'm gonna have to cut the hell out of this video. Yeah, I'm sorry, movie rant, because we're obviously on set right now and movies are my passion, and so I just want to talk about it. Yeah, Joker was awesome, long story short.